I assume that the approach and the research was very documentary. I know that you did a short movie when you were a student with Olga's boyfriend. There is also a book about Olga that the movie is based on, and I assume that you talked to people who knew her, from the family of the victims, the family of her friends and family. Was it like this? Did you go like you're doing documentary movie?
You know, it is based on true story, but we met, for example, at the very beginning, with Miroslav, the guy who is in the film also, and we made some short film about him, the student one. But there was big difference between him and Olga in way of the sense of humor, I think, because he has also the problems with the society, and we all the time said that maybe it's a pity that Miroslav was not so logical or practical person, because if he will more practical, maybe they will be together with Olga. Also, she was for the girls, for the life, and but it's not guilty of him. He is in this way.
Da vam na kratko povzamem, vprašala sem ga, če so dokumentaristi delali ta film kot da bi delali dokumentarni film, glede na to, da je že kot študent posnel film o njenem fantu. In pravi, da ja, na nek način, da ja, ampak da, če sem prav razumela, ni bil tako praktičen, ker če bi bil, bi ostal z njo.
And to your questions, I think it's more observation methods, for example, in the future films, in some scenes. And we try also met with the family. Mother was still alive, but now she's dead. I don't know what time exactly, but we try to meet her, and we knocked the door. And she was very old in this time, I think maybe over 90 or to the 90. And she said, "I don't know you, sorry, I can't talk about it with you." And then we tried to also met with the sister, but it was only a telephone call, and it was some way that tried to make the films or your best. I don't want to cooperate with you, but it was very important, the moral problem for us also, that the family will said, "No, you can't do it." It will be more difficult, I think.
Se pravi, želeli so si govoriti z njeno mamo in z njeno sestro, vendar mama jih ni spustila, ker jih ni spoznala, sestra si tudi ni želela, bali pa so se, da bo imeli probleme z družino, da recimo ne bi dovolila posneti tega filma. So, what you used in the movie is documentary and it's also your imagination.
It was the biggest challenge for us, because it's on one side the biopic film, or how we said, and on the second one it's not. And it's the mixture of this, and it was the big challenge, because we tried to make the film in some clear way, to remove some scenes which was, for example, important for the biopic film and should be there, and but we deliberate remove it. And also like this film, it's crossing in something, I think, like the crossing of we were on the side of Olga and not to be in same time, for example, like our meaning during the film. And also she'll half mad, half not. So I think it's the edge from the beginning, this film.
Se pravi, gre za preplet tega, kar je res bilo in kar si predstavljajo, da je bilo. From the production part of view, how was it to make this movie? I guess like any other movie, but what were the specifics?
As usual, difficult. It's normal for a film. But I think it was really difficult in Czech Republic, because for Czech people, for Czech television, Czech film, it was too hard give some money for a film about mass murder, and the history and everything is too hard. But in Poland, we had so big support from our co-producer, so in Slovak, in French too, and so film is exist.
Se pravi, nastajajo v koprodukciji, kar se tiče Čehov, če pozamem, je to seveda težje zaradi teme, zaradi tega, kar je Olga bila in kar je storila, na Poljskem pa so dobili dobro podporo. Sam naj vas upozorim in povabim, da če ima kdorkoli kakšno vprašanje ali bi rad kaj povedal, je to prelepa priložnost, ker ustvarjalci praviloma rajši slišijo, kaj si publika misli. Tako da je teren odprt za vprašanja ali za karkoli. Aha, izvolite.
Yeah, in terms of directorial style, I mean, there's almost no music in the film at all, only scenes in the bars, for example. And I was just curious, it's not very common today to see a film with almost no music, so I just wanted to hear why you made that decision.
To je vprašanje o glasbi, zakaj je tako malo, zakaj so se tako odločili?
You know, maybe it was if I say I don't know if you know the group Crystal Castles, it's a Toronto band. They split. Now it was the Ethan and the Alice, and we have some idea, but it is very long time ago that she will maybe depart in the film like non-actor. And also the music will be composed directly from the Ethan and Alice, like the Crystal Castle, to the film. And if we, but it was impossible. I don't know if the problem of the drugs and money also, I think. And yeah, they are rock. Yeah, it's not rock band, but it's still punk, little bit electronic punk. And then we decided if we want the Crystal Castle, like the music score for all film, then we decided to make much more clear and don't have any music without the real one from the 70s, you know, in the club, or how say it, it's not a club, but something you said, you know. And I think it is good for not to push you, the audience, with the emotion. And that was the biggest point of us, that we try to make this story with more questions and not push you to the some one answer. It was very important, and I know that it's cliché a little bit, but still with this case was very important to us.
And it's cheaper.
Če povzamem, razmišljali so, da bi imeli v filmu glasbo, pa glasbo vendar se je nekako izkazala, da je to problem tako drog kot denarja, hkrati pa se niso želeli z glasbo emocionalno vplivati na gledalca, producent pa je rekel, da je tako cenejše.
But I'm also editor of this film, and it's harder without music. Because what Thomas said, that without push with emotion to the audience, it's hard for land of edit of scenes, and it's cheaper, but.
Gre za učinek, seveda, da ni tiste glasbe, ki nas bi emocionalno kakorkoli odpirala, skratka, da je to. Da ima večji učinek, če je brez glasbe.
Because if I say for the style what we have, that we like the face of Misha, you know, then we like some distance also, and we like the silence, for example, especially at the first part of the film, you know. That's right, yes. Thank you.
Se pravi, radi imajo igralko v bližnjih kadrih, v večinskih kadrih in brez glasbe. No? But still I have this simple, naive question. What was about that father? She mentioned the father like he abused her, and then again, I don't know, we don't know who her father is. Maybe it's not the important thing, but there is a question about the father. O očetu sprašujem.
The problem is, it's a big problem. But if some problem comes, you can say, yeah, it's what they're bird. But still, there is father. Also, one is imagination, for example, is the Winifred, and the second is real one. But in this film, he looks like grandpa. So. with the door, you know. It is the father. So did you notice that you think it's father or not?
Yeah, I did.
Yes?
Yeah.
And I don't want to say that she was abused by him, especially in the scenes. But of course, we try, if we show something very long, especially at the beginning, we want to push the audience that there is something not in front but outside of the frame in the room, and maybe she was, but it's our gaming.
Sprav, to je del njihove igre, da ima namišljenega in pravega očeta in da nekako na nek način dedek, ki ga v filmu vidimo nekajkrat, zaseda vlogo očeta. Je pa namenoma ta nejasnost v filmu izpostavljena. Why was she...
A very minor question. How did you succeed in making people looking and behaving the way they did in those times? Because when I look at these policemen, salespeople, workers, doctors, it's very similar to what was here in those times.
Vprašanje, kako jim je uspelo doseči, da ljudje izgledajo, kot izgledajo v tem filmu.
And the question, is it... Sorry? Can you... I lost a little bit in the question, I understand, but...
I mean, you see, I see you are relatively young, both of you. I don't... So how did you make... You really recreated also the behavior of the people. It's not so easy. You can rent cars and so on, but people making acting like... And these doctors, policemen, salespeople, workers, they really act like people were acting here in the 70s.
Yeah, it's, if you see it this way, it's good. But you know... yeah, we are younger than not that you, for example, but like the people which were based directly with the 70s, you know. But it helps very much. For example, our architect or set designer, our director Sasha Kozak, and he's maybe 70 in this time. But still, it was also from us something, you know, because we found him in some way to make the film. But maybe some people said that it's something connected with the 60s, you know, this film. And we hope that it's more 70s, but still we don't have 70s films which are essential, for example, for us. I don't know if Wojciech, but with Peter we thought about it in this way. And we lost some time after the 68, you know, after the Soviet came back to the Czech, and the point was that the people started behaving very bad each to each. And we don't want to make this film in the political meaning, because we think it's not the political problems at all, and because we think it's much more existential and the social one, but the existential more. And we have it some pictures which should be maybe in some feelings like the 70s, but not the pushing with the authorities. And this story also in the real situation wasn't connected politically.
Ok, če sem jaz prav razumela, da povzamem. Gre za neko eksistencialno, tudi sociološko vprašanje, namreč, da ljudje izgledajo, kot so izgledali takrat, oziroma precej so sivi, če tako rečemo. Je vezano tudi delno na čas in na politiko. I think I did translate it somehow. Is she a big thing still? Because she did it in the 70s, Olga, what you did, and the book was published in 2001, I think. So I would say there is still kind of a... How come that it was published in... that book was written in 2001? What happened before when it comes to movies or, okay, did a documentary, books or any other... intellectual or any other reflection upon what Olga did?
You understand? If I understand, why shouldn't be more quicker just after the 1989?
The chronology of reflection on what Olga did, let's say. Zakaj je Olga še vedno pomembna, to sprašujem.
In Czech.
In Czech, yeah.
You know, I can't say too much about all this project, you know, because we made only a few of them, but Roman Silek maybe opened this topic, the debut topic, first time to the readers, and it is very good. It's not novel, you know, and I think we try to make more novel, like in the film, you know. It's a book of literary facts more than the other, and the reflection is mixed, you know, because if we compare, for example, the feedback in Czech and in abroad, is there some kind of similarities. But for example, in Czech, and it was very surprising us that many people has a problem with the sex scenes, and it was very surprising. I didn't notice or mention before, you know, that they will so big problem with the sex scenes, because it's we think this is the part of her, because she has no problem with the sex physically, but she has a big problem to making love physically, you know, because some label of our film is nobody likes me, and if we thought about in this way that nobody likes me, it's impossible to love the others, you know.
Okay. Se pravi, zakaj je Olga še vedno pomembna, če strnem. Pravi, da knjiga, ki je nastala ki je šla leta 2001, je veliko bolj faktografska, biografska o Olgi, oni pa so naredili bolj nobel, če lahko tako rečem, film. Predvsem jih je pa Čehe so pa zelo zmotile seksualne scene, ne, s katerimi so hoteli pokazati, da je bila seksualno videti, ampak da pa to njeno ne željo, ne sposobnost, da se naveže z drugimi, ampak te scene so bile očitno.
I think it's no reflection yet in Czech Republic about Olga's case. I think it's
the whole case, the whole story.
Maybe some debate, but it's not reflection. It's without reflection yet.
In which ways were debates? Like, was she ill or not, or they tried to, I don't know.
So we don't know. That's the point. And
from which point of view it's the most important
point
issue.
of the film too. That we don't know. But Thomas says something about this. But in this time, they didn't know if she's ill or not, because she was something special in medical way, maybe. But they didn't know. So now is the same place for if you know or not.
Se pravi, še vedno je odmeva tudi zato, ker je splet teh okoliščin oziroma kaj njo prignalo do tega dosti nejasen. Še posebej ni odgovor na vprašanje, kakšno je bilo njeno psihično stanje. Pove. Ja.
Okay, I can help myself, but keep wondering if the smoking symbolized something else, or is just the fact that people were smoking a lot.
Aha, kajenje v filmu. Je to zato, ker so ljudje kadili?
Yeah, they smoke very much.
But do you know for sure that she was smoking like this?
Yeah.
Or it's your imagination?
Misha's one. Misha wants take this cigarette in this way, so I like it, so say.
Ne vemo, če je Olga točno tako kadila, kot je v filmu, ampak igralka se je tako odločila. Ja, moško kajenje.
It's also that that's Olga in real situation smoked, you know, and the people smoke much more. So.
Pač film je z časov, ko se je veliko več kadilo in Olga je očitno tudi kadila. Ja, izvolite.
Actually, I have one question. Her speech on the court, is it based on the documents, or it's just your invention?
No, it's based on the documents, you know.
is everything after the accident, excluded the speech with lawyer, is from document. The court, the doctors, everything is from documents.
Se pravi, pogovor z odvetnikom, govor, ki ga je imela na sodišču, se niso sami izmislili, to so fakti, tak govor in pogovor je tudi bil. Izvolite, gospa, vi ste prej hoteli nekaj vprašati.
Hvala, se bom navezala malo na tisto vaše vprašanje, ko ste vprašala, zakaj je Olga še vedno pomembna, pa vas bom prosila za prevod. Jaz bi dala samo mnenje, pa takoj sem se spomnila, da v bistvu to skozi obstaja. Seveda, psihično stanje vsakega posameznika je zelo težko tako racionalno opredeliti, tako in tako je bilo, to je tudi še danes, je tukaj vzporednica, pa ta vzporednica ljudje, ki ne najdejo sogovornika in ta povezava s terorizmom. Sam tako mnenje, da je to še vedno aktualno, nič drugače. Hvala.
All these issues I think included, you know. Maybe about the terrorists, you know, it's more common, you know, and we think we are too contemporary in some way, and just after the Nice, you know, it's too contemporary, but we don't know about this case, nothing to say about it, you know. But the question is if the terrorists are growing up from the lowliness and they are abused by the politics and the religion creature or something, you know, to do some fate against the others, you know. And Olga wasn't connected with the political, and then it was very important to us. And if she will be, we don't care about the story, you know, so much how to decide to make the film about her.
Če vam povzamem, se strinja gospod z vami, seveda ona ni bila povezana politično, ne, je pa dilema, ali tudi teroristi rastejo v okolju, kjer niso razumljeni oziroma je kakršnokoli njihovo stanje nejasno v tem smislu. Izvolite.
I would like to add something, let's say the way how I look at the movie. I do not see it exactly the story of Olga Hepnanova, but it could be a story of, or a movie of anyone who is pushed toward the edge of the society, or who feels himself or herself being pushed toward the edge of society, not being understood, being ridiculed at, not having warmth at home, being told for how he's wrong at anything he or she does, and being physically abused. I mean, this could be a story of anybody who would have such living conditions. And I also see it not a story of an individual, but as much as a story of society. How the society and the individual interact each other. And it's not to blame or to put the guilt only on the individual. Individual is product of the society. Thank you.
That's good. Thank you.
Se pravi, gospa je rekla, da to je lahko, ni pa nujno, da je samo film Olgi, to je lahko film o vsakem, ki je nerazumljen, potisnen ob rob, neljubljen, se pravi, gre lahko tudi za sistemsko zadevo, ampak to bi lahko bil kdorkoli in ona dva se s tem strinjata. Najlepša hvala. Thank you very much.
Še eno stvar imam. Bom kar slovensko povedal. Ustvarjalcev bi se zahvalil in jim čestital za tako človeško lep film. To, da ni v barvah, si pa popolnoma lahko razložim, to je cineastično pogledano absolutno pravi pristop in ni cena glavni problem. Da človek v življenju vidi barve, mora biti primerno razpoložen. Vsebina tega filma pa to razpoloženje ne dovoljuje. Hvala lepa.
Hvala vam.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Najlepša hvala vam and thank you very much for the movie and being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.